Okay, so you're thinking about maybe getting a new car, and you're thinking electric this time.
Makes sense. Yeah, gas is hard.
It's like, whoa, every time you go to the pump.
Seriously.
And you've heard some buzz about this BYD Song Plus electric.
Definitely a lot of buzz about BYD in general these days.
Yeah, so we're going to do a deep dive into it today, see if it really lives up to the hype.
Cool.
We've got all the details straight from BYD themselves.
Right.
Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah.
First of all, what do you think about this whole EV trend?
I think it's pretty exciting. For a long time, it felt like electric cars were just...
Like a novelty almost.
Yeah, like a science project.
Right.
But now they're getting...
Right?
Yeah, real good.
Like actually good.
And people are actually buying them.
Right. Yeah, it's not just like the early adopters anymore.
Exactly.
So where do you think this BYD Song Plus fits in all of this?
Well, from what I've seen, BYD's trying to do something really interesting here. They're not just saying, hey, we're electric.
Right.
They're focusing on...
Everything.
Yeah, performance, tech, sustainability, the whole package.
So you think they're trying to be like a major player? Like,
oh, absolutely.
Not just like a niche thing?
No, they want to be.
Like the next Tesla or something?
Yeah, I think they're aiming high, for sure.
All right, well, let's get into the nitty gritty here.
Let's do it.
I know a lot of our listeners spend a lot of time driving on highways and stuff.
Makes sense.
So how do you think
Yeah.
the Song Plus's horsepower,
Oh, yeah.
it's got 184 to 204 depending on the trim.
Right.
How's that going to feel when you're out there merging and passing and all that?
I mean, on paper, that's
Yeah.
not bad at all. Especially with electric motors, you get that instant torque.
Oh, yeah. It's like all that power right away.
Bam, right off the line.
You're not waiting for the engine to rev up or anything.
And it'd be
So merging onto the highway.
You'd be fine. Passing slower cars, no problem.
And hills.
Hills are a breeze with electric
Yeah.
motors. They just
Yeah, they just climb right up.
smooth and steady power all the way up.
So that's good news for anyone who lives in a hilly area.
Definitely. Or commutes over a mountain pass or something.
Now, of course, the big question with EVs is always range.
Always.
And BYD is saying 500 to 600 kilometers on a single charge.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but there's that little asterisk
Oh, yeah.
based on NEDC standard.
Right.
What is that all about?
So the NEDC, that's the new European driving cycle.
Hedgy.
It's a standard test they use to figure out fuel economy and range.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's all done in a lab.
Oh, so it's like
Very controlled.
not real world driving.
Not at all. Like in the real world, you've got
Weather,
Crashing.
how
Yep.
you drive.
if you're blasting the AC or the heat.
All those things eat into your range.
So 500 to 600 kilometers.
Yeah, take that with a grain of salt.
More like,
Realistically, maybe 400 to 500.
Okay.
But that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good, yeah.
definitely enough for most people's daily needs.
All right, so another thing that caught my eye is this blade battery technology.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds kind of,
It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
right, yeah, like a lightsaber or something.
Haha.
But seriously, what is it?
So it's a lithium iron phosphate battery.
Okay.
But the way they've designed it is really unique.
How so?
So they've flattened the cells and arranged them like blades.
Like blades.
Yeah, hence the name.
Makes sense.
This design gives them more energy density.
So more power in a smaller space.
Exactly. And it also makes the battery safer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lithium iron phosphate batteries are already pretty safe.
Okay.
They're very stable.
But this blade design makes them even safer.
Yeah, it's much harder for them to overheat.
So you don't have to worry about like your car bursting into flames or something.
Exactly.
That's good.
Peace of mind.
Yeah. And then they're also saying 30 to 45 minutes for an 80% charge.
That's fast.
That's really fast.
Game changer for road trips.
You stop for lunch
Plug in,
and you're good to go.
boom, back on the road.
No more waiting around at charging stations for hours.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about the tech.
Okay.
That rotating touchscreen.
It's pretty flashy.
It's definitely eye-catching.
Yeah.
But is it actually any good?
So the system is called D-Link.
D-Link.
It's BYD's own system.
Okay.
And it's actually quite good.
Really?
Yeah, it's responsive,
Okay.
customizable.
So you can make it how you want it.
Yeah, you can personalize it.
And what about the driver assist features?
So they've got adaptive cruise control,
So,
lane keeping assist,
yeah.
automatic emergency braking, the whole shebang.
So like all the standard stuff?
Pretty much.
And are they good or are they like annoying and intrusive?
From what I've heard, they're pretty well tuned.
Okay.
The lane keeping is supposed to be gentle.
Not like jerking you back into the lane.
No, more of a nudge.
So it's actually helpful.
Yeah, it's there to help you not take over.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're actually thinking about the driver.
It seems like it.
And they're not just throwing in tech for the sake of tech.
Right. They want it to be useful.
Now, sustainability is a big deal these days.
Huge.
And they're making a big deal about the Blade battery being eco-friendly.
Absolutely.
So how does that actually work?
Well, for one thing, the longer lifespan means fewer batteries end up in landfills.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and they use fewer rare earth materials.
Which is better for the environment.
Yeah, mining those materials can be really damaging.
So they're thinking about the whole life cycle of the battery.
Exactly, from beginning to end.
Okay, so let's say you're going on a road trip.
Right.
Or even just to the grocery store.
Yeah.
How practical is this car?
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a good amount of space.
Okay.
574 liters of boot space.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you can fit a lot of groceries in there.
Or luggage for a weekend trip.
Definitely.
And if you need more space.
The rear seats fold down, so you can fit even more stuff.
So it's actually practical for everyday life.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, what about the actual driving experience?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so smooth and quiet.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love about EVs.
No engine noise.
Just peace and quiet.
And they've even got active noise cancellation.
Oh, wow.
So it's even quieter.
Get library quiet.
Pretty much.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really nice driving experience.
All right, now let's talk money.
Okay.
How much is this thing going to cost me?
So it's priced between $30,000 and $40,000.
Okay.
Depending on the trim and options.
It's not cheap.
No, but it's not outrageous either.
Right.
Especially compared to other electric SUVs. It's actually pretty competitive.
So you're getting a lot par for your money.
I think so, yeah.
And there are customization options too, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You can make it your own.
You can choose different trims, colors, interior materials.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, maintenance. Now, EVs are supposed to be cheaper to maintain than gas cars.
Yeah, in general.
Less moving parts.
No oil changes.
None of that stuff.
Exactly.
But what about this BYD specifically with that 1,000,000-kilometer battery lifespan?
That's a huge selling point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be replacing that battery anytime soon.
So that's a lot of money saved.
A lot of money.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered a lot.
We have.
Performance range, safety, sustainability, practicality, cost.
Everything.
We've given you all the info.
Hopefully it's helpful.
Yeah. So now it's up to you to decide.
To BYD or not to BYD?
Uh-huh. Right.
That is the question.
Think about what matters most to you in a car.
Exactly.
And then decide if the Song Plus Electric is the right fit for you.
I think it's a strong contender.
Yeah. It's definitely an EV to keep your eye on.
For sure.
All right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.